Not every situation needs to be solved, and not every difficult moment needs to be avoided. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. If you haven't already, please make sure you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button, give the bell a few kisses so you're not missing any of this content designed to help you with your mental health or help you help someone else. Today I'm going to be reacting to Adieu by Rammstein. I know it has been a year since I did my first Rammstein reaction here on the channel. I swear I thought it had been a few months. My time perception is just really off. So for all the Rammstein fans that have been sticking around and just waiting, I'm sorry. I hope that you enjoy this reaction today. Before we dive into today's reaction, I want to tell you guys about something that has been so super helpful to me as I've been coming out of my depressive episode, as I've been going through school, really just dealing with the good and bad stress in my life, and that is my Magic Mind shots. I did a collaboration with them, I'm going to say a little over a year ago for the first time now, but again, my time perception's kind of off. But I did this collaboration with them, and this stuff was such a game changer for me that I used my own coupon code between collaborations to get more of these, because they are so helpful when it comes to stress, when it comes to energy, just general mental performance. It has ashwagandha, it has lion's mane, it has vitamins B2 and B3 and B6 and C and D and matcha, and just all of these amazing ingredients that have really helped me with my stress, my anxiety, my energy levels. And that is so important because I cannot take any type of antidepressants. I've been put on many of them over the years. They all had really bad effects. I can't partake in cannabis and that sort of things. It's been legalized. That also gives me panic attacks. Caffeine, I can have 3 sips of a Starbucks chai and it gives me panic attacks. So I am very sensitive, but the matcha in this, being able to just have a low dose of caffeine along with those other ingredients, has been amazing. So I just had to tell you guys about that. If you guys want to check out this mental elixir for yourself, you can get up to 48% off your subscription or 20% off your one-time purchase by going to magicmind.com/Amanda Webster or using the code MentalAmanda20 at checkout. Thanks again, Magic Mind, for sponsoring this video and for giving me something that has given me such a boost that I can share here with my community. Now let's get on to the reaction. Adieu by Rammstein.
flüstert unterm Tannenzweig. Muss alles in sein Dunkel ziehen. Sogar die Sonne wird verglühen. Doch keine Angst, wir sind bei dir. Ein letztes Mal, so singen wir.
Oh, that little purr there was adorable. I think I'm the only person that would describe Rammstein as adorable. I know. But I feel like it went from this kind of celestial sound with the hymns, and then it moved into this more melancholy sound with the piano music, became a little bit more guttural, and then ended with that little purr. It was perfect. I loved it. I don't believe in anything after this. I wish I did, but this imagery of death always kind of just being this nagging voice in the background, is lurking there. That's this reminder to me that death is ever present and there's nothing we can really do to avoid that. And that kind of sparks that anxiety in me that is triggered by that idea of existential dread, right? I definitely struggle with that. This idea that death draws everything into its darkness, including the sun, which is typically a symbol of life and vitality. Even the sun is drawn into it. I think that really emphasizes its all-encompassing nature.
Adieu, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen. Den letzten Weg musst du alleine gehen. Ein letztes Lied, ein letzter Kuss, kein Wunder würde geschehen. Adieu, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen. Die Zeit mit dir war schön. Aus dem Leben steigst du leise. Die Seele zieht auf stille Reise. Fleisch vergeht, Geist wird sich heben. Das Sein wird sich dem Tod ergeben.
I don't want to cut in, but I love how there's the French, the English, and the German. That's just really amazing because to me, it kind of really drives home that idea that no one is immune to death. No one can really escape it. It's saying it in these different languages, but I just wanted to say real fast. First, there was this sense of companionship and solace and the don't worry, we're with you, that dissolves back into this ultimate solitude of our journey toward death.
Am Ende bist du ganz allein, doch wir werden bei dir sein. Adieu, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen. Den letzten Weg musst du alleine gehen. Ein letztes Lied, ein letzter Kuss, kein Wunder wird geschehen. Adieu, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen. Die Zeit mit dir war schön. Jeder stirbt für sich allein. Doch du wirst immer bei uns sein. Den Weg musst du alleine gehen. Ein letztes Lied, ein letzter Kuss, kein Wunder wird geschehen. Adieu,
I like this here because it's saying even faith can't protect you. It doesn't matter which faith you are, we all still wind up in the same place. So there's nothing really that can protect you. You could argue, depending on your faith, that you might have a different outcome in the afterlife, but we all have to face the same death. So, as far as the lyrics go, there's this gratitude for their time together, but this ultimate realization that even if people are with us when we pass away, there's this emotional aspect to death and this final step that we have to take on our own. And that's true for everyone. There's that moment of transition you're going to have to face all on your own. And that's true for everyone. But I think the comforting assertion in these lyrics is that, of course, our memory is going to live on forever with those that we've left behind, and our energy is going to live on through those generations. Maybe the wisdom we imparted, the love that we imparted on people, that's going to live on. And I think that that nicely ties together these two seemingly opposing concepts that we're being presented here. But just seeing the toll of this spree is heartbreaking, because it can be paralleled to so many different things. And I don't know if this is about war specifically, if this is just about loss. I mean, it could be so many different things. At first, I was getting this vibe in the beginning of the video that was a mix between The Purge and Angels and Demons. I love old churches, even though I'm not personally a believer. I love the architecture of old churches. And if I travel abroad, it's one of the things that I always go out of my way to see, is the different churches and the different ways that people worship in their culture. I find it very fascinating. But yeah, I think that it's ultimately about death and accepting death, and that's something that I have not yet come to do. But I think that as we get older and we get closer to it, somehow, regardless of what we believe or don't believe, we do start finding peace in it, and finding peace in the fact that our energy will live on in other ways. And for those of us that are still here and are facing those that have passed on, we have to find ways to connect with that energy. So even if it's not like the light, even if it's not that red light that's connecting the world, we can still find other ways to connect to the energy of those that we have lost. So I just love their sound. I could have listened to this not knowing what any of it said and still really enjoyed it. I would have understood the goodbye and the adieu, because I can speak French, and obviously English don't speak. I guess I would have understood all of what you're saying, because I've heard people say it before, even if they're not native German speakers. But yeah, that's about all I would have understood, but it still would have just been such an amazing experience, because obviously the visuals here were very powerful, but their sound is also really powerful. So sometimes I think that music can just transcend language, and I think that that's beautiful. So thanks, guys, for finally bringing me back to Rammstein, and for holding space for me while I found my way back to Rammstein. I am really Shocked. This is one of those bands that I've heard people talk about for so long that I'm shocked that nobody ever showed me much before I dove into it here on the channel. I think I heard some clips here and there, but I just never really sat down to listen. And this is just another one of those reminders to keep an open mind and listen to different things, because I never just said, oh yeah, let's listen to this German band that I don't understand a single word of. That's my fault for judging a band by its lyrics, right? So thank you guys very much. I always say good, bad, and crazy. Make sure that you're sharing your mental health stories here in the comments. That's how we shatter the mental health stigma. If you do have something that has to do with loss that you want to talk about, with death, obviously that is also part of our mental health journeys. I often tell people who have lost someone, feel free to share your favorite memories of them here in the comments, because that's how we can help keep their energy alive and help keep their spirit going here. So thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.